Well, it says I'm live. Let's see how it goes. Dee, 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 dee. Hey, Emily. Hi. I was just finishing up the sandwich. How are you? I had a very constructive, if active day. I got Benito's t-shirt mailed out. I got Toby's t-shirt mailed out. They're en route. I managed to hook up speakers for my mother on her at her house so she can listen to music while she hangs out in the pool. And I waited around for pool repairmen to show up, and they came and they did their thing, and so I had a good day. But I'm very happy to be in the air conditioning because I was very hot. It's very hot out here right now. And now I'm enjoying a lunch. A little late, but hey, lunch is lunch. What are you looking forward to doing today? I mean, aside from this. I know this is a highlight, but an active day as well. Well, what were you doing, if you don't mind sharing? Do you just do breaststroke, or can you do like all the strokes? Can you do like what is it, dolphin and butterfly and all that? Or do you just splash around? There's no right or wrong answer. I'm just curious. Oh. Well, hello. If you don't know already, my name's Kevin G Nicholson. I'm the host of this YouTube channel, and I'm eating a spicy chicken sandwich from that one chain. Oh. I think it's bad. That's my opinion. I think that no one should be touching anyone unless it's enthusiastic on both parties. So there. All day, got about 4 minutes, and I splashed around. See, that's the thing. I don't want consent from my partner. I want enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is more important. Consent's not enough. I want someone to be into it. So yeah, that's my take on that. Excuse me. And I'm not into that choking stuff. I don't understand all that. I don't want to I don't want to hurt anybody. It's supposed to be fun. I thought it was supposed to be fun. I thought everyone would, you're just like, oh, this is great. Oh, it's not supposed to be. No, please don't do it. No, that's terrible. Who wants to do that? I love enthusiasm. It's very hard to find people with enthusiasm in that regard. It's getting that mano a mano thing. But hey, if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. I ain't gonna force anything. I've never really been. I've never really been interested in that. Like even when I was young, I was like, I wasn't typically a chaser, and I'm still not a chaser. But because of that, a lot of the girls when I was growing up, they chased me, which was either very lucky or very unlucky on my part. Depends on how you look at it. So when people would come at me, it would be in that very enthusiastic tone where they'd be like, "Hey, come on, let's do this." And I'd be like, "Well, how about this?" And they go, "Okay, all right, all right." Excuse me. Oh. So now the rest of it wasn't really a hey Taurus. Sorry, I'm so late on the streams. I had to do some errands for my mother, and I had to mail those T-shirts. I mean, I understand there's a carnal aspect to it, but I don't know. There comes a point where it's supposed. I don't know. That's never been something I've wanted to pursue, even though I've had a few people like, "Hey, go harder." I'm like, can I go funner? can I just do things more fun? It doesn't necessarily mean more force, but at the same time, I understand. Someone wants to get railed. That's what they want. So the Taurus bestie, I got Benito's T-shirt out. I got Toby's T-shirt out. I got the receipt here with the tracking number. It's all covered in pig's blood because my mom gave me some pork chops and it leaked all over the bag. It was very bad. Literally, it's just a mess of. Luckily, I caught it quick enough. I wiped off my phone and all that stuff. Yeah. Oh, so I'm real happy that Toby's getting his shirt and that Benito's getting his shirt. And I know there's more going on in the near future that's going to be even more awesome. Sorry, I do apologize for eating in front of you guys. All right, I'm done. Have to deal with. Oh, I'm not dealing with you. I'm enjoying you. Dealing with would be like, oh no. I don't feel that way at all about you. In fact, I saw your comment earlier about, hey, you streaming this morning? And I was in the midst of doing the things I needed to do, so I wasn't able to respond. But, hey, Gold Wave! So, yeah, it was, but I appreciated that. I appreciate the fact that you wait for the streams and that you want to hang out in them for a little bit. Because otherwise, why am I doing it? You know what I mean? I want someone to have a good time. I want someone to look at me and not just laugh at me. Sometimes, occasionally, people laugh with me. Occasionally. Yeah, most of the time they just laugh at me. I'm pretty funny looking. It's that see the little curl? Little Superman, one piece of hair just decided it was going to drop out of the rest of it would not comply. That one Superman swoop is just like, no, I'm doing my own thing today. You have no control, Mr. Nicholson. I'm like, I have gel. Just don't, please don't. Not the gel. It was an empty threat, though. I love the fact that I still have hair. I know some people at my age don't have hair. I'm very grateful. And it's very solid too. Like I don't have a patch in the back. I know a lot of people have like the little patch, the little circular patch. Like they were wearing a yarmulke for too long. And I don't know if hair works like plants, but I have a hunch that if you have your head covered for a long enough period of time, it'll just go. It's kind of like. All right, let me ask you this: if you wear socks, do you wear socks? If you wear socks over the course of the period of your life, I get, like, anywhere I had sock, I got no hair. But right where the sock line is, the hair continues. So I think it's a matter of, if you cover it up. I don't know. I don't think that human hair is as photogenics. No, what is it? Photosynthesis. Yeah, I don't think that human hair does a photosynthesis thing. But hey, Lucy Young, said hi. Talking about how all my hair on my feet that was covered, any place that was covered by my socks on my feet, it doesn't grow hair anymore. But I still got, from that ankle all the way up the leg, I'm still a hairy guy. I don't get it. And I said, I don't think that hair works like plants. They're not like photosynthesis or anything. So, is it just because you put the socks on? Or is it because they're not getting light? I mean, I don't know. And does it affect me in any real way? No. It's just, you ever wonder? Did you ever contemplate? Hey, you guys are in there. Hit the like button, too. I'm going to do that right now. Because I like my own stuff. My stuff is awesome. There we go. Oh. Yeah, but it's just one of those things. It's like, mysteries of the universe. Simple little things that we're not quite sure. Thank you very much. You won't be able to join streams tomorrow or Sunday? That's all right. Give you something to look forward to. And if you're worried about what you missed, in fact, I'm not going to be streaming as much tomorrow or Sunday myself anyway. Because I'll be at my mom's for tomorrow. Because I skimmed that pool. I was a little skimmer boy. Da-da-da. You'll have no leaves on you. Pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. So so it's all right. Again, this is not a job. This is, thought I had something wet on me. That's all right. It's not like we're not on a heavy schedule. But I appreciate the fact that you're just like, hey. Again, enthusiasm is so key. In fact, it's one of my songs. It's on one of my albums. What are all the paintings behind you? Those are paintings that I have done over the course of years. I do acrylic on canvas and oil on canvas, and I've been doing them for what? Would you like to see some? Because this thing comes off. I did make them, and thank you for asking about them. Okay, well, give me 1 second here. Don't say it's bad for me. I know it is. All right, here we go. I'll take you off the. And let's go flip it around there. Over here on that wall, that's it's a path through the trees, and then we got that's like 2 hearts forming a heart. That's supposed to signify breakup, and then we go right here. We got that's Morgan. And then that right there is kind of like what we were talking about earlier. That's the gaze. And then G-A-Z-E, S-E. That's live in the moment, if you translate that out. And I don't know if you can see, there's a little hummingbird there. And this is wielding the power. Wielding. And then that's dirty, so I'm not going to sit on that for too long. And this, it's supposed to be my hands casting stuff into the universe. Me throwing energy into the universe. And then someone noted that it looks like, because of the way the shading is done, it looks like I got my hands on a girl's butt. And that's not the way I intended it to be. But it does look like I'm grabbing somebody's butt. So I have to. All right, and then we got so still life flowers. We got the autumn leaf, and there are so many others. Oh, so you like the path? No, there, and I got a bunch of good ones. These are the ones in here are the ones that I most recently either worked on or. I'm sorry, didn't mean to be in your face. There you are, you're back on your stand. Oh. Much better. I have hundreds of them. And I set up a show on my lawn. And actually, you can go back, you can take a look, and you can see all of, like, not all of my collection, but 90% of my collection goes out on that front lawn. And I hang them when I know there's going to be a few good days where we're not going to get rain. And occasionally people stop by and buy them. Or the last time we did it, we did a musical event out of it where Steve Cutler Live, who comes in here occasionally, he showed up with one of his guitarists, and me and the legendary Sparky, we all played, and so that was fun. Art brings people together, man. Can. Oh God, Jesus. Keep drinking the bubbles, Kevin. It'll make those little suckers pop. But the funny part is about the paintings is that I really haven't painted much in the last like 3-4 years, because 3 or 4 years ago is when I first started getting into creating music albums, and so I would do like my album covers, but I do those digitally, and the music and all that stuff was so time consuming. I did 25 albums, and I worked hard on them. And so that took up a bulk of my time. And then when Spotify started doing dirty tricks, then I turned to YouTube, which is, hi, we're here. And I've been pushing this channel and trying to see if I can grow this rather than Spotify. And so far, so decent. You paint as well? Are you an oil person, an acrylic person? You paint in blood? What do you, I mean? Tell me about your work. I just ate, so now I feel everything moving. Everything's moving down the tubes. I feel the weight. And I feel like I got a booger. I don't like having boogers. Boogers are terrible. Because I know it's going to be that one day I'm going to be like, hey, how you doing? And it's going to be like hanging out there going, hi, how are you doing? So nervous about boogers. All right. Good. Some paint uploaded their acrylic. Acrylic is so much faster. I used to love oil when I was young, and then just because I wanted to practice faster, I moved to acrylic, and I'm better now at both medium. But I think if I get back into it, I think I'm gonna go back to oil, just because it's a different medium. You know, you could work with it a little more different. So you have your paintings uploaded somewhere? Do you have it like on DeviantArt, or you should put them. You have a phone. Put them up on your YouTube. Just take a couple of shorts. Go, hey, I did this one. Here's this. Here's that. I mean, if you made them, you should show them off a little bit. I mean, it's not for me to tell you what to do. It's not even like you asked. I'm sorry. I was unsolicited advice. You shouldn't. I mean, if you're making the work, You should even if you don't like them, because I don't like 80% of my own work. I think 80% of my own work is garbage, but 20% is pretty cool. You know what I mean? I got some stuff I'm like, I really like the way that turned out. I really like that piece as a piece. But I also know that 80% of the stuff I produce is going to be garbage. Because they can't all be successful. Oh, I feel so much better. What have I been going? I've been going 20 minutes now. There it is. It's been a very constructive day. I was very happy I got those t-shirts out. Those guys deserve it. They really do. They've been with me for a while, both of them. And you know, once someone's been in your life, even virtually like this is, for a couple of years, you tend to be like, hey, you know, makes you feel a little better about the world. You have allies across the country. And sometimes in other countries, although we're not really getting along much with other countries. You do. Let's take a look. I think I can do that, right? Go to channel. Three subscribers. 4 subscribers. Good font choice. I like that. I like the tree. The tree with the stars around it. It's like it's a tree in silhouette, correct? And then June yesterday. Is this person you? Open the door, open it, don't bother. Set floor. I should turn on the audio.
So when you try to grab this, I'm obviously going to stop. Cops will already be here.
You want to die?
Kind of.
Everyone on the floor! Right now, get on the floor! Open the door! Open it!
Don't bother.
I said floor, bitch!
They always empty out the drawer in the morning shift change.
Huh. Let's take a look. Now I'm scrolling your channel.
I see you. He became aware of another.
Okay, all right, let me get back to you. I mean, literally you. So that's your channel? Now wait, I'm gonna ask this, and don't take any offense. I just don't want to assume gender. What gender are you? I'm gonna wait on this. Because I know, no matter what I say, it's gonna be probably wrong. Yeah, that's what I thought. And now, and you're young, right? Like, what age are you? Sorry if this is very personal. Let's. So you must have off of school. That's it, you know what it is. Everyone school's out for summer, and now everyone who was going to school has got all this free time, and so the smart ones like yourself find this channel, and they hang out, and some of them have been pretty cool. The boys, the younger boys, are a little different. They're I mean, I don't want to poo-poo on anyone for not being mature enough, because I'm a very silly guy, but you know, it's one of those things. It's They're not terribly mature, says the goofball. Well, that's and your work for being so young. Your work is that's very good work. I wasn't doing stuff that good, so yeah. A little soda here. Mm. You know it's bad for me. Oh, I love it though. Ah. Oh, and you've been back, so you must really like what we've been doing here. Well, that's good. I'm glad I have a. There's so much going on. Everyone's everyone's dinging me. There we are. All right. Good. Well, I want to give you a positive. Feel good about yourself. You got talent already, and you barely only started. There's only up. You can only go up from here. I'm trying to thrust optimism towards you, if that's allowed. Ah, all right. Let me tell you what, I'm gonna go. Wait, what's funny? Oh, I hit the button by accident. Sorry, guys. So you have no idea what I was asking questions, and they think I'm just ignoring them. No. Sorry, I hit the button. I hit the button by accident. My bad. No, my bad was saying my bad. Alright. It's okay. I gotta get back to my sanctuary. I'm gonna go back. Back in my lair. Oh. Oh. What flavor? Just regular flavor. Just the tobacco flavor. It ain't good for me, I know. It ain't good for me, I know. That's the way it's gotta be. Can't hear you, G. Man. It was all good and I showed up. What flavor? Shit. Hey, we all got that thing. But I'm pretty happy, so I'm for the most part, I like the choices that I made. And I'm sorry, Taurus, I didn't mean, like, I didn't stop talking to you. I didn't realize I hit the mute button. I'm sorry. I feel bad. Yeah, man, I just got back from my mother's. I skimmed her pool, and I was waiting there for pool repairmen to come in, and they fixed the problem, and then I put up speakers, and I did my good deeds for today. So I'm very happy with myself. And now I've had lunch, so I'm all right. So Taurus bestie. I really do appreciate you becoming part of this little crew that we have. You mean that? Yes, I do. It's legal in Connecticut. Recreationally legal in the state of Connecticut in the United States. And I think it makes me a better person. It really does. Oh, shit. You say it like that. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have used the eyes. Oh, shit. It's the E sound. I'm going to draw the E sound out. Yeah, Taurus, I didn't mean to. I didn't realize I was talking. I was asking you questions, but you couldn't hear me, so. Because I hit the little button. I sometimes hit the buttons wrong. Now, what grade did you just finish? This goes to either of you if you want to answer. Oh, you're welcome. I mean, I assume you're subbed to me, so it only seems right. You're not supposed to sub for sub, like, directly, but, you know. If I see you hanging out, I want to see your stuff, too. Take a hit with me, man. You off the camera so you don't get banned. Yeah, that's what I lean over here and I say, I'm going to see a man about a horse. And I go over here and I go, oh, it's to meet you with God, man. Oh. Well, I'm glad you do. We're off to the beginning of a beautiful friendship. I appreciate that. It's so, let me tell you, when I first started this, I would start streaming and I would, just no one would stop by for like hours. And I'd just be like playing video games and streaming and stuff like that. And then, but over the course of time, I just kept doing it and people did start showing up. And that's how I got Benito and Toby and they just started piling up. And then I realized, hey, these people like me for actually who I is. And I'm like, that can't be right. No, it was right. I have to turn sound off, but I'm still here. Actually, maybe not. Never mind. My sound's fine. Are you watching me on the DL? Is that what it's like? Like you're not allowed to. I mean, I'm not sure what the rules are at this point. know, hey, it'll get you a step in the right direction. And if you stay in the chat when the others come in, the regulars come in, you just mention, hey guys, I wouldn't mind if you looked at my stuff, and I'll tell them about it, to be quite frank. And that's just a few more people. That's how it starts. It starts with that one small nudge. It's like, I don't know if you're a fan of The Hobbit. They used to, Pippin and Merry, it was the one small grain of sand that starts the avalanche. Man, what do you do for a living? You seem like a pretty chill dude. This is what I do for a living. This is all the living I'm getting. Is I get a little tiny bit of money from my music through like streaming services, and then and YouTube, and that's all my income right now. Yeah, it'll take, all things worth anything takes time. You got to let the universe breathe and keep plugging away at it. But I'm a pretty happy person in general, because I'm grateful I get to hang out here, chat with you guys, and I'm getting like a couple pennies from hanging with you. And then I get to learn about, like, I get to see Taurus's art, and that's a bonus, because I always like to see what other people are doing, especially if it's constructive and creative. And to be quite frank, the weed does help. It helps me, it puts a bubble around me where someone will say something mean to me, because people are always like bagging me about my teeth, because my teeth are yellow. And so they'll be like, you, and I'll be like, but if I'm not smoking, it'll hit me a little harder, whereas if I'm smoking, it'll be like, oh, well, all right. You know what I mean? It dumbs you up just a little bit so it doesn't hurt so bad. Also going to do a full face reveal when I can live. Okay. Well, you do what you want to do. Just be careful. I'm nice, but there are it's a big world, and we are attached to it. Like, I can handle just about anyone who comes in here, and, because this is virtual. This isn't real. It's not like, I'm trying to see if I can get through life without actually physically hurting anybody. If I can do that, I think I'm doing all right. That's kind of like one of my hidden goals, is I'm trying to get through without, because I can fight. I took martial arts when I was younger, and I was very good at it when I was young. And then I learned to smoke weed, and I didn't want to fight so much anymore. So I changed styles. I went from Chinese Kempo, which is very hardcore punch, to Tai Chi, which is very pass them away, because I don't want to hurt anybody. I just want to get the hell out of there. Ooh, that would be cool. Yeah, do a YouTube channel on how to grow vegetables and fruits and stuff. I mean, I'm trying to be encouraging. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. What the hell? Hey, KBBL! I assume that's what the hell. What's wrong, Taurus? I'm concerned. Said hi, said hi, said hi, said hi. Someone's at the dumpster. Someone's throwing something in the old dumpster. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I haven't even replied to most of that mess. I think it was just like, stop posting. It was like, never. But I know it kept going, but then, no, today's been a decent day. The reason I even shot that chipmunk is because I was at my mother's house. She had me stay there and wait for the pool repairman, and they came in there, did their stuff, and then while I was waiting for them, I fixed her outdoor speakers, and then I skimmed the pool, and then I packaged up Benito's t-shirt, and I mailed Toby and Benito's t-shirt today, so very productive. Dun, da-da! And I shot the chipmunk. But that Zoom is terrible. Um, how are you going to be timed out for talking? I don't understand how. Anyway, I don't know, but I heard the thing is to create lots of content before posting them, so you'll never run out. Um, I mean, there are no rules, really. I mean, I had stuff posted here on here for years before I actually started engaging in YouTube, and the biggest part of engaging for me was the vertical live streams. This I've met so many people this way, whereas just posting videos of any sort, long form videos, it's tough to get people. Uh, did I watch? Do I watch baseball? Sorry, man. No. As far as I know, Tiger Woods scored a field goal for the for the Miami Dolphins last I knew. If you catch my meaning. Sorry. But I mean, if you want to grow a channel, if I would give anyone like hints, it would be do lots of those 15-second shorts. Because they don't take long. You just pick up your camera and you see something that's neat. You just take a picture, not a picture of it. You just hit the record video for 15 seconds, and sometimes they hit. And it's like empty calories because you'll get like subscribers from it, but you won't get any watch time, and they don't make much money. I just had a video do like 22,000 views, and I'll make $10 off it maybe if I'm lucky. But the shorts is really that's a great way to picking up subscribers first, and then if you can get to the 50 subscribers, that's when you can live stream like this, and then do lots of that. Because I've met a lot of people this way, and you just gotta kind of, even when you don't feel like, you just gotta kind of go on and go, we'll see what happens, and if no one shows up, well, then I don't know. You end the stream. I figured I was coming in here and I was gonna be done 20 minutes, but then Taurus started talking to me, and I enjoying my conversations with Taurus, and so, what the hell? There's no rule. I don't have to end it at 20, so I've been going. I'm taking this weekend to not make videos, and I hope I'll come back to good results. Sorry. Even the 15-second ones really don't, and that's one of the things that kind of amazes me, is that I'll just be walking around town, and I'll go, oh, that looks cool, and then I'll just pull out. I got into the routine of pulling it out. When a train goes by. Like, people love big machines for some reason. Oh, look, there's a big machine. Let's take a picture of that big machine. Oh. And they always do really well view count. People are like, look, it's a big friggin' machine. And, of course, dogs, always a plus. Because dogs are awesome. And, I mean, if you have cats, that's great. I'm allergic to cats, and me and cats typically don't get along too often, so I'm not so much a cat guy. But, So, yeah. So, 15-second shorts. Just do them just to be silly. Just see what works for you. See what flows with you as you go through. Because that's called, using your own life. If you're going to be doing it anyway, why not record a little bit of it? And so that's kind of how I've been going about this, and it's been working. Yours ran away. I'm sorry. I'm sure that you like them. Perhaps you'll find something else to replace that spot. Perhaps a dog. I love dogs. Maybe they found a place on the farm. I'm sorry, I shouldn't joke about that. I don't own any pets myself. Kevin can edit you out of context. Nice. Good word. Good use of the word context. And how's that? AK Gimme. Akagami Senior. What's up? I'm very impressed you know the word context. Context is important. Context is really important. Mine goes down the drain, but he always finds his way back. I'm going to edit you out of context. And for me, that would be just like editing me doing that chuckle. You can do that in loops, and people will be like, oh, he's creepy. We had a deep conversation last time, you remember? We were talking about philosophy. We were talking about morality. We were talking about, see? I'm on this. Still got a little bit. Got a little bit of life for you. That was uncalled for, Mr. Nicholson. No one wants. Not the long words. I like long words too. But context was a good one. That's so important. Context is so important for everything. Hey! Double R Adventures! And Lucas the Pro. Oh my goodness. They're all around. Is it 314? I'll have to note that. 314. Everyone's in. Yeah, because they were around for a while and they asked nicely. And they said they would behave themselves. And if they don't, the wrench goes bye-bye. And if they do, well, all right, rock on. But they still don't outrank like Benito and Toby. You know, that's it. It's like there's a tier system at work here. Cool. Oh, all right. I gotta do that backwards. Got my grinder here off the screen. Remember, children, I am not a role model. Remember, adults, I am not a role model. Remember, old people, I am not a role model. I am just modeling a role. Unfortunately, it's a fat roll. It's over my tummy. It's not a terribly huge roll, but it's still there. And I would say it makes me self-conscious, but that's kind of a lie. I kind of don't care anymore. I stopped dating like 5 years ago, and I was just like, I don't care. One bad experience too many. That's a lot of emoji. My God, she just blew emoji all over me. That sounds disgusting. Don't say it like that. That's out of context. Sorry. If I edit you, would you watch it? I imagine that depends on what you do. Are you talking about like a remix? I'd be curious to see what you remix, sure. Yeah, I mean, I'll always look at somebody else's work. I'd be curious to see like what you would pick to remix. But yeah, actually, if you just go into Google and you just search my full name, there was this kid. He's not a kid anymore now. He's easily over 18, and he interviewed me because he met me at a Renaissance fair. I want to say like 5 years ago, and so he had me go up to the local college up at UConn, and then he interviewed me at the library. And that dude was he was a good good lad. I imagine he still is. You have the I haven't made the T-shirt yet, but it's a mug of piss. I'm finishing off my sody first, though, before I get to that. I don't know. What do you have in mind in regards to this edit? And what are you using to edit? Are you using DaVinci Pro? Or are you using, like, Microsoft Editor or whatever? I'm not quite sure what's out there. Well, I know what's in here, though. Ta-da! Yay! And life is good. Oh, yeah! Oh, wait till you guys get to see that. That's like the funniest part of it. I've been working on this AI. They have the text to AI, text to video AI programs. And so I was screwing around with that. And I ended up making like an 8.5 minute video with essentially AI animating me in various contexts. And one of the last shots I have in that piece is me crashing through the wall behind myself. Another version of me crashes through the wall behind myself as the Kool-Aid Man. And it's just bizarre, but it's kind of hysterical too. And so that'll be up. That'll be up probably in a couple of weeks. I could probably shoot the live action today if I get my bum in gear. Can I say bum? Is bum okay? Boom, 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 boom. I use magic. The magic of multiple photos and songs and YouTube. All good things do take time. Luckily, we got time here. And now that we've been acquainted a little more, it makes the time go by a little quicker, doesn't it? It's nice if you can have a good conversation, keeps things going. I like talking to real people. And I saw one of your new videos, so I went back and saw the Elmo videos. Oh! Don't ever expect perfection from yourself or anybody else. Just do. Don't be self-conscious. Just do. Again, unsolicited advice that you didn't ask for, but... The Elmo, see, the thing is that the guy who owns the Elmo outfit, he's an associate of mine, and, but I can't get him to do anything like that would be funny with the Elmo outfit, because that would ruin it for the children, I guess. Well, I would hope it doesn't hurt you. And maybe some of it might be applicable. Eric Fulmer said hi. I'm here giving unsolicited advice to anyone who listens. And smoking weed off camera. Gonna finish this up, then I'll grab my guitar for a little bit. Although I've been going for almost an hour now. How does this happen? I'm supposed to, like the rule typically, sorry, spit on myself. The rule typically has been get in, get your initial wave, and then at the 20-minute mark, get out. But this has been a good stream. I can take spitting on myself. As long as it's not a booger hanging out of my nose. Oh God, I so hate when I have boogers. Keep talking. What about boogers? Nobody likes a booger. Yeah, hanging out of your nose like that, waving at people as they go by. Hey, look at me, I'm a booger. Yeah, he doesn't know I'm here, but I'm gonna tell you. Hey, look, look, look at me. And, so you'll always see me with like a tissue or something because I'm just like, no. Eric, you joined YouTube 13 years ago. That's back in the long ago. That was back before the mug of piss. What does that taste like? Piss. Yeah. Yeah, Taurus does. Who do you think that fourth one is? Huh? 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 You got a problem with that? Is this an exclusive scrub? Is it an exclusive scrub? An exclusive club is what I was trying to say. Are you asking me? I feel like there's conversations going on in there that I'm just kind of observing at this point. Oh, it is me. Oh, I've been active in it since 2021 is when I really started going at it. Once I got the dead weight out of my house, then I was able to like go full. I have had this channel for over a decade easily. And I would post stuff, but I wasn't trying to be a YouTuber per se. I was just posting stuff occasionally. But like in 2021 is when I really started going at it. And it didn't really hit until a couple years ago where I got lucky and one of my videos like spiked up huge. And then I've had a couple of successes since then. But my biggest success is growing this community, which has been really, really rewarding. A lot more than I expected. I didn't expect that I was going to build a community. And so it's been cool. And that seems to be, community / audience. It's kind of the same thing, but different. I mean, I'm still doing it, so if it sucked, I wouldn't be. And I feel like I'm getting better at it as I go. I mean, what do you guys think? You're the observers, so to speak. La 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 la. Little 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 little. Guys, remember? You ever see Kick Ass? That movie? It's the hit girl theme. I was just like, yes, love that. La 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 la. I'm such a doofus. That's all right though. I like myself being a doofus. I make myself laugh. I have voices go off in my head, and I'm like, oh, that was pretty funny. That was still. You should never say that out loud. But that was funny. Oh. See, when you have thoughts that are like, don't say that, you're gonna go to jail. All right. Message received. Let's not say that. But let's think it and laugh at ourselves. I don't know why I did the redneck laugh. That's actually more like old yokel. Yokel. Almost hurt. Oh, man. See, I still got that. The hair is still waving at me. The little Superman. Yeah. And you got center stage there. Looks like I got a black gash in my forehead. But what a forehead, too. You could at least grow a crop of onions up there. You see them in the little rows? Well, I assume that's not me. My name's not Gavin. The intrusive thoughts. Yeah. But when they come in different, when it shows up and it's in different accents, because I do that kind of naturally anyway. Where I'll go from like Russian all the way through Europe, and then as you go through like Scotland and Ireland, and then you go to England, and then you go to Cockney, and then Spain, and you start doing that, and all the accents start to get a little. What have I done today? Well, let me tell you. I went over to my mother's because she asked me to, and I waited for a pool repairman to come. And while I waited, I packaged up Benito's new T-shirt as the newest member of the G-Force. I'm so proud of him. And so I got his T-shirt all wrapped up and ready to mail. And then I managed to replace my mom's outdoor back speakers so she could listen to music while she's in the pool. And then the pool people showed up and they fixed the problem. And I really should call my mother and remind her that water's going. Just 'cause it's probably a good idea. Yeah, give me a second here. Just want to make sure. Because, the water was running. Hi, I just wanted to remind you, the water is running. Did you remember? Okay. But I still wanted to remind you all the same. You're very welcome. I love you. Bye. And that was my mother. So yeah, but she remembered. But we all get a little absent-minded now and then. Me especially. With the devil's lettuce. The devil's lettuce sometimes makes you a little forgetful every now and then. Ever hear the saying, I'd rather have a beer in front of me than a frontal lobotomy? Yes? No? Maybe? I was there when Benito became part of the G-Force. Yes, you were. And you're the sole reason that I have a narration on that tier system. That was last night. Although you were in a lot of streams yesterday, so I'm surprised that you missed that. That was in the last one. It was pretty awesome. That made me feel real good, because he's been coming into these rooms for a long time. The fact that he would actually pony up the $10 and go, hey, you know what? Here's something for you, man. That was nice. Wait. What am I waiting for? What am I waiting for? It was a moment. It was a great moment. And in fact, I know there'll be more moments. And I'm very curious to see who like 3, 4, and 5 are going to be. Because I assume that the G-Force is just going to keep growing. I'm hopeful that it's going to keep growing. So I'm really curious to see who 3, 4, and 5 are going to be. Because they're kind of, that's like the core guard. You know what I mean? That's like the center circle, man. Wait, no, it's not when someone got mod. There's, you can subscribe to a channel, which I assume you've already done. And that means, okay, you can see all their stuff, and then when they post new things, it'll let you know sometimes. And then there's the, but you can subscribe as a member, and that's costs like $10 a month, or $25 a month, or $3 a month, depending on which tier you pick. And then you get to see like behind the scenes videos, and then you get like direct access to me, like in text and stuff like that. And we call that the G-Force. Anyone who has a membership, they're in the G-Force. Because Kevin G Nicholson, and someone thought that was funny, and I did too. So I was like, all right, yeah, let's do that. Maybe, never say never. Not today, but who knows? Maybe you'll get a job that pays real good in the future, or maybe you'll sell a painting. You never can tell. Either way, it's not mandatory. It's a nice way that people who have been coming in here for a while have been doing to help support me and help support the channel and help grow the community. And that's really been nice. Well, you know what? I will. And none of you should measure yourself based on your economic income. Rather, the content of your character is really what matters to me and should matter to most people. All of it. What are you? What are you? Like, what is it? What is this, a frat? Drink, drink, drink. Maybe you should make the people who are the mods the helping G-Force. I don't think I understand what you're saying. Because, in every one of you cases, I don't hand out the wrenches. People ask for them. And then I go, well, have they been a jerk? And if they were a jerk, then they don't get one. And if you've been cool, like yourself, well, then you get the wrench. But you're like in force training. You're like early force training. The G-Force, those are the people who are like, okay, we got this together. We're in it. Yeah, you're in force training right now. And it's like I handed you a blue lightsaber, and then when you level up, that's even if you want to level up. I mean, again, there are no rules saying you have to do any of this. I'm sure, and here's the thing, Torres. If after, well, you've been in here pretty consistently for at least a couple of days, easy. As you continue to come back, at some point, I'm just gonna throw it on you, and I'm gonna be like, all right, you asked for it, bing, there you are, and all of a sudden you will be blue, and you will be armed with a wrench of power. Dun dun dun. So, that's it. So, you're waiting for it. I'm going to make you wait for the wrench. Earn your wrench. I made KBBL earn his wrench, too. That's right. We're getting smurferific right now. It's going to be smurftastic. I'm getting a smurferectomy. That sounds dirty. Ooh, yeah, see, and although that's kind of the sentiment, do not do that. Do not take things from your folks. Remember what I said about character? The content of your character is pretty important. Don't lie, don't steal, be nice. Them's the rules. That's the only rules I got. And over time I'll realize if you're what's the word? Congruent. And if you're congruent over the course of time and go, okay, that's what that person's like. That's at that point you can trust them and give them a lightsaber and go, here you go. And know that they're not going to go, run you right through. I mean, not that the wrenches can hurt me that I know of. Can wrenches hurt me, Eric? Not sure. I mean, like in a real world, I'm sure it could, but not these virtual wrenches. Hey, I feel a bubble somewhere in here. If I tap. Oh! I don't want to tap too much because I don't want to release a solid. Can they? As far as I know, they can just, the wrenches just allows you to put people in timeout if they say something too screwy. But so far, I think one person's been put in timeout ever that I've seen, and then someone accidentally, I think it was KBBL, accidentally nailed Skank Hunt. Bad form. Yeah, I did remember that right. How did you become my second top fan? Are you talking about the little numbers? The little numbers is based on interaction in the chat. That's a new feature that YouTube started throwing in. That's like, I don't get to decide that. That really is just like how many times you poke the buttons and you hit the emojis and all that stuff. Yeah, that confused me too when that first started happening. But they're trying to introduce stuff to, like, I guess you guys can get experience points too for just hanging out in the chat room for a while. I'm not quite sure how that works, but I know it happens. I know I can go in and I can see you guys have earned, like, let's see what you guys are doing. Benito. Put a random. Benito's awesome. All right. Let's see. Participants. No, I'm trying to see if I can find the. Oh yeah, so like at Salmonoli, I don't know. Salmoni has 75 experience points. Then Eric, you have 75 experience points. And then Garden Man's got 75 experience points. Emily's got 75 experience points. Lucy Young, KVVL, so they all got 75 experience points. Double R Adventures has 50. The Pro Lucas has 50. And Gold Wave GT has 50. It's the top fans. I guess that's how it works. No, I don't know why you don't have any. And I don't know why you don't have a little crown next to your... Are you actually... I assume you're subscribed, aren't you? I wonder what the thing is. I mean, you got a channel. You're real. I mean, I don't think that was all AI. No, Taurus Bestie. Like, why doesn't Taurus Bestie have the little crown? Yeah, that's peculiar, because you should be, like, number one, like, on principle at this point, because you've been talking the entire time. Which I appreciate very much, by the way. It's nice to have someone jibbying with me. I'm not the... See, now I'm curious. Now I'm going to go back. Sometimes when I'm bored, I just sit on your channel and wait until see. Don't just sit and wait. Go through the long form and find stuff you like and tell me what I should make more of. Don't be passive. Don't be passive progressive. That's good. I like people who communicate. Communication is key. I'm going to see a man over here. Hey, dude. All right, I got you guys. Oh, I wonder why that is. I'm going to go. All right, so go to my analytics. That's analytics. I call them analytics. It sounds gross. All right, and I'm going to go down to what? Dashboard, right? And that shows me, oh my goodness, I gained a couple subs while we've been talking. I'm now at 2,310 subscribers. Go figure. All right. Subscribers. Latest ones, let me see. Primo Brickhouse. Minecraft Gamer. Primo Brickhouse has 18,000 subscribers. I just like saying Primo Brickhouse too. And Dennis B trains trucks and things. He's got 8,000 subscribers. Minecraft Gamer, he's got 4,000. Okay, but let's do it backwards. Let's do it by date subscribed. There we go. Let's see. First grade Bentley. Why can't I see? Trike, Trishta. Rose Angel. Jeff's Noah. Can I look? Let's see. That's weird. But you were recent, weren't you? I mean, I've only seen you for a couple, like 2 or 3 days, right? Go figure. I was looking through my subs list, and it says you're not in it. At least not in the last 90 days. Ramesh, hello, how are you? Huh. Not sure what happened, but that's okay. Ooh, excuse me. How long have I been going? 77 minutes. Well, I'm glad you are. And I'm glad you keep coming back. The actual, whatever the machine says, I still appreciate your company. Yeah, it's not all about the numbers and the money and the this and the that. It's about the community. About our little group here. And about Trick, sorry. Well, that's what I figured, but, you know, hey. Maybe it's no, it's probably an age thing. Although I clicked the, yeah. We'll figure it out later, or we won't. Doesn't matter. Again, enjoy the moment. Let the universe breathe. It's okay. We're all here right now, and life is good. I have myself some soda, a nice big piss mug. Oh. All is well in the universe. I did good things for my mother. I got t-shirts that went out today. And so hopefully that will bring joy to other people when they get it. Because neither of them were, like, technically neither of them were, like, entitled to a t-shirt. Because that's, like, the third tier where you get the free t-shirt. But Toby was the first. So he got one just on sheer principle. And then, and Benito's been around forever too. So even though he picked the second tier, he still got one anyway because it's Benito. He's been around for a while. You know, you get seniority with good behavior and just keep coming back and hanging out and enjoying each other's company. Yeah, all right. Trick, trike, whatever. I'm not curtailing my language because anyone's underage. I'm just gonna say get out. And remember, I can take that wrench right away. At no point should you ever start dictating what I say, ever. Just saying, there's a line in the sand, and I just drew it because I don't appreciate all this bubble wrap that people are doing for you minors in regards to our modern society. You don't need to be wrapped in bubble wrap. You're made of rubber until you're 20. First off, it means we could drop you off a 12-story building and you'll still survive, and you'll probably just brush it off and be fine. That's A. B, you little suckers know you can get away with things because you're young. And boy, do you guys use it too, and I know you do. Oh, but remember, I'm a minor. You can't touch me. You know, in Mother Nature, the laws of man exist inside the laws of nature, and laws of nature is first, and that means you want to go into the woods with a bear rather than a human male. That's great. The bear's gonna eat you, or it's gonna maul you, or it's gonna do something unkind to you. And you don't get to complain to the manager. You don't get to complain about it to your counselor, to your social worker. Mother Nature's just going to do what it wants. And there is no recourse for that. And I know you kids have learned to play the system. I used to play it too. How cold do you see it? Oh, no. We're getting to the end of that chapter, so suck it up while you still can. I don't know how many times. No, I'm just too young. Then get away from me. That's my rule. Tell me what I can talk about. All right. Well, we're gonna find examples. Jeffrey Dahmer, the guy who used to eat people. That we're going there. Says the 11-year-old. Well, how do you find out about Jeffrey Dahmer? Who let you watch something containing the Jeffrey Dahmer? That's a little too adult for an 11-year-old. See what I'm saying? No, but what about? I'm sure there are plenty of reasons. Your brain, as smart as it might be, is not going to be able to decipher this multiverse all by the time you're 13. It's just not. I know you think you're omnipotent. You're going to learn otherwise. Just saying. Right. Who's letting you watch YouTube? Where are your guardians? They should be moderating what you're seeing. But no, you guys are all, every one of you guys, any one of you male children, minors, whatever you want to call yourselves, as soon as you get off here, you're on Pornhub or something. Am I 18? Sure, I'll lie. And that's none of my business. None of my business at all. But don't bring that in here. Well, then you're a pretty bright guy if you know the unified field theory. But that doesn't change your maturity level. I'm just saying. It doesn't change the amount of hormones that are going to be pumped through your body in the very near future. That's not my decision. That's not your decision. That's just the way you're built. That's Mother Nature saying, you know what? For all your laws and all your intelligence, guess what? Yink! Take the unified field theory and let me give you a nice dose of diabetes on top of it. Was the other fella I was talking to about quantum mechanics? And well, yeah, it does, because then you're getting all sorts of emotional signals, and your body's getting flooded with chemicals that you aren't accustomed to, and it really makes you terribly emotional. I was A horrible teenager. I mean, horrible. And I'm very grateful that my parents allowed me to live through, because I was a douche. I was terrible. I thought I knew it all. Well, it's a different experience because you know you're just entering an age of reproduction, and that's a lot more painful. We don't have to deal with the cramps and stuff. We just had to deal with 10 years of constant erections. And tell me that's not fun. It really isn't. But we all have our price to pay. We all have there's always that ebb and flow. It's not like anyone's got it worse, anyone's got it better. We all got our own pain to deal with. We all have our own cross to bear. And the thing is to try to have patience with the people around you who are going through, you know, build up that tolerance for other people when their chemicals go out of whack, and they will. Or yours go out of whack because you're hoping that when they do go out of whack, you'll look and go, oh, all right, you know. Well, and that's empathy. And empathy is a wonderful thing. To feel for others, that means you have a sense of humanity that I wish more people had. And that's nice. Keep that. Keep that in your heart. Remember, you can always keep your character. Just feel it. Feel it right here. I'm assuming you're not terribly stacked, so. See, I have no pecs at all. I have the outline of pecs, but they aren't terribly large. It's all right, because I lost my nipples in a tragic freezing accident. It was cold outside. I walked outside. They just popped off my chest into the neighbor's house. It was horrible. Mm-hmm. Why? You want a break? You want to call it? It's 4 o'clock now. From on the East Coast here, it's 4 p.m. It's sunny out. I suppose I could take a break. Check on my pumpkins. Ha! No break for you! No break for you! I got a very nice pumpkin patch that I'm growing. Whoever earlier was saying about gardening, I like doing stuff like that. I got the flowers and the marigolds, and I got potatoes growing. And you don't have to say stuff all the time either. Why are you crying? Don't cry, Taurus. Don't cry. It's all right. I'll stick around a little longer. But remember, all things pass. That's right. I'm in your future. Where's my tie? Do you not have friends like in the real world? I mean, I appreciate this because I mean I have friends, but it's not like when you're young, like friends will go over each other's house and stuff like that. That stuff stops when you get older because everyone starts to get boyfriends and girlfriends, and they pair up, they start families, and then those friendships start to, you find other stuff to do. Yeah, but not many. Well, that's good. No, keep a small group of friends. Make sure you trust them. Feel them out. And that's okay. I don't mind being here for you to talk to. As long as I'm enough. I mean, if you need everyone else to pipe in too, well, Well, then I don't feel special anymore, do I? Hey, Tal. Hello. There you go. We got someone for you to talk to. I'll talk to you. See? You wanted a friend? Bing. Look, emojis right there. Emoji. It's meant to be. See, good things are happening on this channel. You gotta see a man over here. What was he saying? I like my life. See? Look, you got a Taurus, tell Taurus. Glad to have introduced you two. So, but now you got to talk to me. You go, okay, tell where you're from, and then Taurus, you go, oh, what state are you from first? You say first, and then I'll tell you what state I'm in. I'm making this a little valley girl, but you know what I mean. Eric Vollmer, what state are you in? Let's show him how it's done, Eric. Come on. KBBL, you too. What state are you in, KBBL? Because not everyone in here knows. Come on, I'm in Connecticut. KBBL, what state are you in? I don't want street address. We got Iowa, y'all. They keep them pure. So Taurus is from Iowa. I'm from Connecticut. KBBL's from Missouri. See, we're all acquainting. All right, tell, what state are you from, tell? Did I say Missouri wrong? Did I pronounce it incorrectly? It's Missouri. Missouri? Mexico. So we got Mexico, Missouri, Iowa. See? This is bonding. We're bonding with each other. And that's all. And we're not giving out personal information. That's just where we are. Isn't that great? Misery. I live in misery. The state of misery. Funny, I live in the state of confusion most of the time, but today it seems to be more miserable than it has been. So it's confusion and misery. How can I be in both places? Connecticut? What's Connecticut? It's a goddamn soft drink, you moron. What? Nothing. I haven't said nothing. Keep sitting that pipe, you dummy. Gandalf had a pipe. I'm just going to say that. Yeah, Iowa, that's cornfields and condos. Cornfields and condos. Nothing wrong with that. Corn. Last person I met from Iowa, they were like, well, we had a kid. Didn't know what to call him, so we just called him on the first thing we saw corn out the window, so now our kid's called Corn. Mr. and Mrs. Hole, how does your son feel about his name? Well, Mr. and Mrs. Whiteish. Connecticut. Connecticut is a state in the United States, the upper northeast corner, part of the New England area, and I'm actually in the upper northeast part of Connecticut. It's called the Quiet Corner, and it is. It's very quiet. And I've been here most of my life. I have been to, I've traveled. I've been to Amsterdam. I lived in San Diego and LA for a little bit. I lived in Providence. But the older I got, the more I realized, hey, I kind of like this quiet little town, and I'm going to stay here. So, what's y'all's fave fruit? Mine's banana. White is an ice cream place. Oh. Do you really? Cool. As for my favorite fruit, I'm gonna lean into raspberry. I think, is that a fruit? That's a berry. What's a fruit really? Um, I'm fond of pears. A pear of what? No, I mean pears. Uh, it's another fruit. I'm not real fond of apples. I'm not real fond of. I like oranges. Oranges are fruit. Very fond of oranges. Lemons are handy. Are grapes a fruit? Because if grapes are a fruit, I'm on. I'm on board with the grapes. I've never been one for the banana flavor, but you know what? I can. That's okay. We can agree to have different dishes. Well, see, that's cool. That's a friendship already there. Although it's actually it's pretty good that I'm in like the middle of nowhere because it's very unlikely I'm gonna connect with anybody close at hand on YouTube, like geographically. I like a little distance so I can do my plants, pet my dogs. Just just chill. Just let the universe breathe. I don't have to control the universe. I just want the opportunity to see it here and there. It's like I've always loved airports, not for the travel per se, but I always loved watching people. You know what I mean? Just sitting there and watching and trying to like not assuming their stories, but trying to imagine, oh, where they're going. Oh, they look happy. Oh, they look sad. You know what I mean? Just seeing so many different variants of human beings has always been, uh, almost want to say fetish like for me, where it's just like where I really enjoy just looking at how different people are and how many of them there are. And airports are a great place for that. And when I've traveled before, people have stopped me. And again, I'm nobody. But this energy that I have, people have come up to me and said, "Wow, you just seem to have such a good energy." And it's because I'm looking around and I'm going, and I'm just like I'm overjoyed to see all this stuff. Like I'm lighting up like a kid in the candy store. You gonna stop me if you see me? Hey, cat lover. Yeah, yeah, typical. I believe that's Brianna, and her cat lover persona. They got like everyone's got like 7 alts, so I don't know who's who. See, I'm probably right, and it is all right. Sure, doesn't hurt me. Do what you got to do. I'm here regardless. I'm primarily talking with Doris because she's actually talking to me. We're actually having a conversation. I love conversations. That's better. That's almost better than people watching for me. It's like I like the variety of watching people, but a good conversation. You know a conversation is good if you start it at like a certain time of the day and it's dark and you're just like, oh, I gotta go, but da la 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 la, and then it keeps going. I love those conversations. Here we go. Let's see if this is still in tune. I'm so annoying. Stop it. Oh, that's out of tune. Oh. Ah, there we are. Oh, don't die. We just met. and it's been fun. I don't want the fun people to die. Wow, that's a good way to go. I would say that would be one of the top choices for me. You should see me uncensored. I'm hysterical uncensored. I keep everything on the, I'm still, despite my little rant about saying whatever I want, I'm still on YouTube and I still have to abide by community standards. So I'm still kind of like, I don't know. Y'all love me. Y'all need me. You know I'm a tourist for all the loving. Caden, are you in timeout? What? Do not sing? I'm just watching. I'm just watching whatever this is going on. How do you get timed out? Yeah, and I still don't understand why you don't have a number. Are you like on one of those what do they call them, like one of those programs that shield your IP or something like that? Maybe that's something to do with it. You know what? I'm gonna go out of my way. I'm gonna go out. I'll probably regret this. Behold your power. Well, I'm glad you got a little joy from me today. I want to make sure that no one mods you out, 'cause I like having you around. Oh, all right. What did you do that you will probably regret? Like in life? My first marriage. But I mean, in the end, it led me to where I'm at now, and I'm pretty awesome now. So it's all right. It hurt at the time, but now I'm glad it's done and over with, and I'm ready for the next chapter. Oh, I think we all, you all look back and go, oh, make choices. Sometimes you make bad choices, and they do bite you in the bum. How am I at 150 and I'm number one? Don't know. No, you said you were going to move out of your way. Not quite sure what you guys are doing on that. That's right. To do something. This sounds insidious. Sounds like someone's plotting. See the face contorted when I said plotting. Yeah, and now that you got a wrench, Doris, I'm going to put the same burden on your shoulders that I put on all the mods, which is, again, go back through the long form videos and let me know in the comments below which ones you want me to do another version of or what your favorites are. I need feedback to know what to create that you guys like and how I can make how I can do better as I go forward. I want to grow as an artist and as a videographer and as... So that's you guys' charge. And you got a month to do it. So there you are. Even a little timestamp. 1 month. You gotta figure out. You gotta find a long form video that you like and say, do more of this, or tell me at least what you liked about it. So there. It's 4:14 over here. I'm in the future. Of course, now so many people have wrenches, and it's almost all blue now. It's towards KBVL. Just gonna be looking at blue screens. Blue skies shining on me. Nothing but blue skies. Blue skies. Thank you very much for that. Lately I'm just breaking into song left, right, and center. Why? Because it's fun. Because I get to sound like a cornhole, and it's alright by me. He said cornhole. He said cornhole. What does that even mean? I don't know, but it's silly. That's why I said it. One what? One mod. Bad mod for the mod. If everyone's got mod, then there's no distinction anymore. Then it just turns into a big frickin'... No, all right, KVVL. You've got seniority in here. Do it. Do it. Oh! Oh. See, and that's called an abuse of power. Oh. Oh, I almost feel bad. Almost. It isn't good fun, and it doesn't actually hurt anybody. Did I do that? It's a shame it's 5 minutes. Can you set the time? It shouldn't be that long. That seems like an awful lot. Can you undo it? You should undo it. Can't you just give him a little bonk and go boing? See, I've never timed anyone out or put anyone out. I always just suck it up and kind of and go like that. Yeah, if you can undo it, undo it. Just let them know we're busting with them. We still love them. I'm not trying to be exclusionary, but I'm also not gonna. I'm not gonna put up with that Stewie, mom, mummy, mum, mum, mummy, mummy, mummy. You know what I mean? No, no, I'm not doing that. For exactly what I said, because I'm not dealing with mom, mom, money, mummy, mummy. Don't keep repeating it, me. All right, that's good. Yeah, 1 minute is that's more than that. Seems like an eternity sometimes, especially if he even sticks around. That might be it. That might be enough to put him on. This has been such a silly stream. Or I gave him another minute. Or I gave him cancer. I'm not quite sure which button I hit. What button says you gave him cancer? I don't have the cancer button right here. Why do they have a cancer button? I didn't even do that. Oh, you guys are trying to make me feel not so bad. Yeah, but you've also been having like real normal conversations with me during the course of the day. That goes a lot longer than gimme, 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 gimme. You know what I mean? And again, I can take it away anytime I want. It's kind of more symbolic for me. I mean, it gives you guys some sort of illusionary power in the chat, but but at that point, it's like you might as well just leave. I mean, if you're that adversarial, then you know. But I'll sit here and I'll take. That's just engagement for me. I can take it. People make fun of me all the time. I know I'm goofy looking. I understand that, you know, my teeth are yellow and that, you know, I have flaws. It's like anyone else. I have flaws. You guys have flaws. We're all human beings. We all poop. We don't like it. I mean, we like relieving pressure, but I'm sure, you know, I mean, I have better things to do in my day than make poop. But unfortunately, it comes with the process. So I could whine about it, or I could just get it over with and then come back and do constructive stuff. That's right. We're all flawed. And it's that finding what those similar flaws in each of us and those similar, you know, the things that connect us, things that tear us apart, identifying those is half of the living experience. Is going, oh, this person I can't hang out with for this reason or for that. Oh, this person I can hang out with and I like them because this and this reason. You discover over the course of time what traits you like and who you trust, and you make mistakes. I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, I tell anyone, like, in all your mods, if you can help it, don't dox them, because even if they're going at me, again, I can take it, like, you know, you can make fun of me. I'm used to that. And it's good engagement, so I get paid a little bit more per stream as if they're just flaming me. Although that was pretty annoying. Mod, mother, mama. You know what I mean? Shut up, Stewie. That's a somewhat friend. That's. You talk about each other in videos. Ooh, that sounds like danger. And now watch. Suddenly you're going to post something, and I'm going to end up watching, and I'm going to be like, okay. Did he stay? Is he actually sitting quietly and nicely in timeout? He's not in here. I don't react kindly to gimme. I spam his comments. I commented deserved. I think so. Not on my video. You know, we were talking context earlier, and I think I just lost it. Luckily, I'm just a naturally happy guy, so I don't need it, but... So you guys make videos commenting about each other in, like, the third person? Now I'm kind of curious. Now I kind of want to go back to your channel and watch through a couple of them going, what is this really about? They never learn their lesson. Have you ever learned your lesson? Either of you? Have you ever learned your lesson? Ever? No, I just stamps comments. I mean, but really, like lessons like don't touch the stove or you'll burn your hand if the element is glowing. Those lessons, I think we can get basic ones like that. When it comes to don't be vindictive to someone who's being a douche towards you, it's a lot more difficult to do. You know what I mean? If someone's acting douchey, it's tough to take the high road and to go, okay, you know what? I'm all right. I'm okay. I would touch the stove still. I think that would be more out of obliviousness, not of, I don't think it would happen, like, purposefully. Unless you have, like, goth overtones to you. You didn't look terribly goth based on the limited amount I saw. So you're saying that was a metaphor for his comments? No. Fuck. I don't know what's happening anymore. This'll help. I love my life. You just have bad intrusive thoughts? Oh, please share. You're still in timeout, Eric? No, I don't think so. Just smile. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Did Benito come in? Benito, you here? Yes! And Marina Rodriguez is back too. We get double the fun. Excuse me, fellas. I have to grab this. I'm definitely out of tune. It's mailed. I mailed it today. Mailed it today. Yay! We like that too. I sense. Here's the proof. Here's the proof. It is out. It is on its way. That's good. I mean, not the hungover part, but you're here. And I want you to know It's been a fun run. So you should have it in like 3 or 4 days. You should have it like Tuesday. I want to say Tuesday or Wednesday. Drink water for the old hangover. Ugh. All right, here's just a question. Like I'm pretty sure at least 2 or 3 of you are underage. Have any of you drank underaged? You don't have to. I don't need details. Just a yes or a no. And is it something that you're proud of? Or no. All right, I'll follow up question afterwards. Who getting what? I missed it. Are you screwing with me? I think you're screwing with me. Yes, you have drank. Maybe. Okay, maybe that's a girl answer, so I'll take that. That's a yes, but I'm not admitting to it. All right, rock on. I was just curious. No, not a bottle though. Sip. Yeah, sip ain't really nothing. That's like taking a shot of cold medicine, really. I was just curious because, like, I wasn't an early drinker. I tasted it once. I want to say like 7 or 8, and I was like, oh, it smells sweet. I'll try it. And then I tried it. I was like, this is terrible. I didn't like the taste. Back then, I just wanted to stream mainline sugar right into my veins. Or like, give me the granular sugar. Just ground it right in there. I loved sugar when I was growing up, and I still am rather fond of it. But so yeah, I tried alcohol early, and I didn't really get it until I started hanging out with friends. And I was like, I want to say I got to be like, 17, 18. So I was a little late in the game, and then my friends are, here, come on, you want us to like you, don't you? And I was like, yeah, I want you to like me, and on top of it, I kind of want to see what this is all about. You know, I mean, what am I, a pussy? You know, I'm going to take it. Blah. And of course, alcohol doesn't make you smarter. It does not make you smarter. No part of it makes you smarter. I'd like to go on record. It was a Russian drink, strong and gross. So it's vodka. You're talking about vodka, and vodka is terrible. Turns the worst of us into worser people. And, as I don't know what you were drinking last night, Benito, but it's also really bad hangover-wise, too. It really hurts. I haven't done it in 5 years, 6 years. It was the last time I did it. It was like vanilla vodka. And I have really no urge to revisit it anytime in the near future. I do beer at night to loosen up and go to sleep. And then occasionally I'll do it socially. But, like, you'll see old videos of me chugging, like with the funnels and with the, slap the bag, those videos. But nowadays I'm a little more likely to pass on that stuff because I know I've put my liver through quite a bit. It was a fun ride, and I got lucky that I didn't hurt myself or others, or you know what I mean. I managed to get through it without too much damage. We had a few different things. Vodka was on that list. It's not, I mean, but we really don't, I've never drank because the flavor was awesome. It was always for the effect. It was never for, oh, this is delicious. I think one drink I had, one foo-foo drink was the only thing I've ever had where I'm like, this is delicious. And that was like, what was it, like coconut rum, and what was it, Midori, and then cranberry and orange juice. And that's over a lot of ice. That was outstanding, like taste-wise. All the other, even the beer that I drink, I hate the taste of that beer. That That beer is dog shit. It's absolute dog shit. Why do you drink stuff if you don't like the taste? The effect. What part of the big 7.9% alcohol? That's the part. I can see how people drink rum, but not the other. Midori is very good. All right, so long. See you, Taurus. Good talking to you. Need more experience. So what is now? Is that? See, I'm only slightly familiar with how the whole experience thing does. I know you get something for it virtually, but I'm not quite sure what the. Like, I looked at it a couple times, but it didn't really. Like, I'm not in the audience. Yeah, that's it. I'm out. All right, I'll be back in 1 second. 1 second. I just want to grab a couple ice cubes. Top up my piss mug. Come here, piss mug. All right. Yes. "16 people have tuned in today." I'm not quite sure what you mean. Are you speaking like ratings for the day? It's more than that, isn't it? Yeah. Whatever, Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. I'm surprised I'm still going. I've been streaming for 2 hours, and ordinarily I'm exhausted by this point. Like, I generally have a little period of time I need to recharge, but I've just been going. So, and it's because and Benito, I'm excited to that your T-shirt went out today. Like, I got on that, and Toby's was still ready to go, so I was able to. All right, let's get this done. And I'm hoping that you guys will have a certain sense of joy when you get it, and you'll be like, "Oh yes." I'm hoping that that's what's going to happen. So I'm excited for that, if that's something I'm allowed to be excited for. Oh, excuse me. I wasn't excited so much for that gas, but I'll get over it. Let's see a guy. Let's see a guy. Excuse me, see. It's it really is like one of those things where I'm overjoyed to be able to give you those T-shirts and be able to not, you know what I mean, to just to be able to do this and to share it. Like I never thought, oh, one day I'm gonna have merch. You know what I mean? What a stupid thing to. I would never, ever in my life had I thought, oh, I'm gonna have merch someday. And now I'm like, well, but it's fun. It's been fun. It was fun making the logo, and it was fun making the, it's like the paintings behind me. It's like, I really love how you get a shirt. Well, there's a store with a lot of my art and a lot of like my album covers that's connected to this channel. So there is a store connected to there, and the other way is there you are. Ta-da! It's join the G-Force. But you said that's not in your cards because it's all right. We still care about you. We still appreciate you as a human being. No, I see. I was on that. I knew what you were going to say because I heard what you said before. And that's fair. It's now I can't prevent them from peer pressuring you. But I'm certainly not. I get it. These are trying times. But those are the two ways, is to go through the store connected to this channel below. And if you get a cool t-shirt, it's only like $15. I mean, I know you said you're broke, but and then the other way is doing the membership. But then you don't even get the pick with the membership. You just get a G-Force t-shirt with the membership. That doesn't even, and technically, anyway. But yeah, you asked the question. So there's a store below, and then there is the membership if you want a G-Force specific t-shirt. So I answered the question. Good. And I'm streaming for 2 hours. I can't believe it. I mean, it's kind of awesome because it just flew by like that. And and the funny part is that I'm still not walking towards the door. Generally, I'd be like kind of like itching. Okay, I need a little break. I need a little me time. But today I've just been like, all right. Well, all right. Will we see you for the Sparky show tonight, or is that too late? Because that's always the big one. KVBL? He asked before he left. It'll be after 10. For me? Wow. I'm just saying it would be nice to see you then. That's the big one. Sparky appreciates you guys. And that's when he really turns his, it's nice for him to actually perform in front of an audience, because the last couple times he did like open mics, it was like to empty rooms. And there's nothing more depressing for a comic than to have to perform to chairs. So this has been this has really helped his self-esteem and just his overall, it's made him happier. And I like to see that. My timing, you're like, what, you're an hour behind? Yeah, so like 9 p.m. I forget. that works. Sorry. But and again, it's not mandatory. I'm just saying, hey, that's gonna be the next pseudo big blowout, and then there'll probably be another one the following night. But you know, I'm getting used to which times are like this is a fluke that I'm on now and for this long. But all right, good. I hope to see you there. It'll be a good time. You do what you gotta do. Be safe. I love you. I love you, man. Love you, man. Keep that love in your heart, man. No, I'm giving it to you to carry with you. Oh. See now, and when it does get quiet, this is when I contemplate, okay, what's the next move? What can I do to make the universe a little bit better in my, you know? It's like my mental attention starts going to plotting, I guess. That sounds like such a devious word. But more like plotting a course, not like plotting a crime, like plotting a course of, you know, like for a ship. Yeah. So it's like, okay, where to go from now? And I know and I don't know why I got a pool. It's just constant cleaning. You live in an apple orchard. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I was out there skimming today. I was skimming my mom's pool. I had a lot of stuff to do at my mom's today. And I was very well accomplished. I feel very good about myself because of it. And I skimmed her pool well. But after the third lap around there, and it's like leaves are still falling in, I'm like, son of a bitch. You know what I mean? But I almost passed out like the third round. I'm like, okay, I think I'm done. I think I'm going to shit down for a little bit. It's only 90 degrees out, and you're out here skimming the pool, and that, which is fine, but black shirt, and I hadn't really eaten there. You know, I'm like, our in-ground pool's really that, and I don't really swim. Mostly the pool is there from my mother's extended family. She doesn't even really swim. It's so all the other people will want to go there and swim, so she has guests. Which sounds a little... She's a smart woman. It's like the birds waiting outside the car wash, you know? But you know what? I don't mind it though. It's I guess that's the Zen part of me where it's just like that raking, cleaning up little, you know, like areas. There's always, even doing dishes to a certain degree, I've always had a certain amount of Zen to me about it where I'm like, okay, I don't mind it. I'm making, you know, some order or some, you know, I'm making some, it's like, what do they call them? Zen gardens? Where you got the circles around the stones, and it's just, that's kind of how I feel doing a lot of these activities. And now let me tell you, I used to, when I was in my early 20s, when I was still living at my folks, and they have a few acres, which are just trees. And so I would go back there with a rake, and I raked like to the floor of the forest and raked all the leaves into big piles, and I planted what I thought was going to be a garden, and it was kind of a garden. But of course, you know, you can only do shade plants if you're going to be in the woods, and pine needles and other stuff that, you know, I didn't contemplate. But But I had made, I would just sit out there and I would be listening to music like I composed. I obviously hadn't composed it then. I would listen to like New Age, like Tangerine Dream or Guitaro, or it was always floating, falling, or maybe orchestra music. And I'd just be out there raking and then moving rocks around and just, trying to make my own little garden. And I did that for years and years. And when I finally moved out, I remember going back there a few years afterwards, going back to this area that I had made, but without me maintaining it, nature had reclaimed it, like like totally. I was like, holy shit! All that work that I did, nature just took it right back, and I was like, well, that's a lesson, but at the same time, it's, it is a Zen thing. We all have our time. That's all right. At least I get to chuckle and enjoy mine and send you a t-shirt. I got joy from that. So, winning. But what's next on the horizon? Well, I still have to shoot the rest of that AI video, because that's kind of neat. Oh, you're a GeForce member now. Have you looked at that? Did you look at Don't Tell Aunt Judy? Don't Show Aunt Judy yet? I love that you're a member. You can look at the behind the scenes stuff. That's cool. Because I'd love some feedback on that. Because, I mean, some of it's neat, but that's not even a full rough cut. I'm supposed to put a section of me where I'm actually acting in costume, where I put the jacket on and all that. And then I go into this bed and I close my eyes and I go to sleep. And then there's supposed to be one of those little Wayne's World, like doodle-doo, doodle-doo, and then it goes into the AI stuff. Watched part of it yesterday. Did not make it, though, due to the party. Fair enough. Well, when you're done, leave me some constructive criticism down below, like, because I'm not done with it, but that's the way I get to show, like, the inner circle. Hey, what do you think about this? What way should I go with it? Like, I know which way I think I'm going with it, but maybe you guys will come up with something that's so brilliant that how could I not? I mean, you guys are smart. I know you're smart. You're in you're in this channel. I only attract the best. Only work that way in relationships. Well, all right. Now, what was your first impression of it? Just like kind of weird and creepy, or okay, that's cool, or? I mean, because my Aunt Judy goes, it creeps her out. She goes, all that AI stuff creeps me out. And I'm like, all right, I won't put it on Facebook anymore. And I haven't. But I still think there's like, it's weirdly entertaining in some sort of alternate reality sort of way. And then once I started putting the Foley in there, because I've been putting sound effects in there, here and there, to kind of, make it a story, kind of make it flow. Well, we'll see. But so I got you and Toby. That's kind of like my request of you, I guess. Once you take a look at it, give me some solid feedback. And just in general, I mean, come on, you guys got my ear. Now's the time you can go, hey, do something like this, do something like that. If you have any urge to do that, then please. I'm always open to ideas. I mean, I'll always come up with my own anyway. That's... Yeah, I could say a little creepy. Not too creepy, though. It's, you know, and I get it because, like, it does me okay. But, like, it looks kind of like me in most of it. Looks more like me than it doesn't look like me in most of it. But there are some aspects of it where, you know, with the glasses that disappear and you know the physics that couldn't possibly work. Some of that stuff neat. But it's like some shots I look like my dad, which is very kind of like, ooh, genetics is real, but how can that be? This is AI. But just the, you know, the similarities that it would draw. And then I start thinking, well, this might be me in multiple realities with subtle look changes too. So it's all pretty bizarre. I got pig blood all over my calendar. Soaked. Hopefully it's dry by now. What am I looking at? Oh. What am I doing here? All right, you know what? I'm going to take this moment 2 hours in. I'm going to, LOL, rip to the calmer. Rest in peace to the calm. Oh, to the calendar. It's amazing what a letter can do. No, I think it's might have dried out. This is where we're at, but it fell out. It fell out of the staples because it was the paper was wet. Wow, it's been like an let me tell you, an inspiring month in regards to how many subs I've picked up. I know it doesn't really count for much, but I mean, I picked up 300 subs in like 2 months. I think that's pretty good. It's certainly not what I'm typically used to. But I digress. All right, I'm going to take a breather. I'm going to play a game and chillax for a little bit. I will be back, of course, later on. You know I love you. And I'll talk to you later. Okay.